Hi everyone, it's Erica here, and today I want to talk to you about something that I've been pondering over for quite a while. If you've been with me for a bit or you know me personally, you'll know that I like to ponder. And what I've been thinking about is this tendency that we have as people to kind of do the all or nothing approach. So thinking about our self-care or the way that we choose to look after ourselves, which might include yoga, going to bed early, eating good stuff, seeing friends and family that fill up our cup. And we've got this tendency of kind of doing this thing where we go, I'm so bad at it. One day, I will get my crap together and it'll be easy. And I'll go to bed on time, I'll get enough sleep, I'll feel amazing, I'll eat all the good stuff, I won't eat the bad stuff, I'll go to yoga every week, I might even do some yoga at home, I'm gonna, do all these things and I'll finally get it. And I just don't think that's realistic. So my analogy for you today is gonna be the washing. So, I don't know about you, but we just have, I assume we're all the same, washing all the time. And it's one of the jobs that I'm actually reasonably good at staying on top of. Not everything else, but the washing I'm pretty good at. And still, you'll get to the bottom of the pile and then you look over and it's like, those kids are wearing clothes. They're gonna need to be washed tomorrow. And so there's this never-ending cycle of stuff constantly needing to be done. And it's annoying. We all kind of get like, ugh, there's just so much more to do. There's always this stuff. But I think we kind of accept that that's what it's like to be a human who wants to wear clean clothes. So we've got this thing where we go, okay, well, I don't always want to go and do the washing, and kind of it irritates me that there's this endless pile, but that is what's going to happen. I'm going to have to keep doing washing, I'm going to have to keep doing the dishes, I'm going to have to keep vacuuming, cleaning toilets, doing all these things because they need to be maintained. But what I think we fail to do when it comes to looking after ourselves is take the same mentality of we just need maintenance. We just need to do these things because we're humans that will kind of not cope with life as well if we're not filling our cup. And so I know for myself, probably two of the main things that I do for my self-care are yoga and meditation. But I have this habit of kind of being like, well, I didn't do it yesterday, so maybe it doesn't matter if I don't do it today because clearly I haven't got this yet. I'm just not good at this. Plus I didn't get to bed early, so I'm feeling a bit rubbish, and if I didn't get to bed early last night, it probably doesn't matter too much about tonight because I'm just so used to feeling tired and blah, 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 blah. This is just what we do, right? But what would happen if we approached our self-care the way that we approach our washing? And we just know it needs to be done because otherwise we're dirtier. Not dirtier, I don't like that analogy. We're less polished versions of ourselves. We're less able to see things clearly. We're less able to cope with life. I get quite anxious if I haven't looked after myself. I get this kind of restless nervousness and quite jumpy at things. And when I feel like that, it's like, you haven't been looking after yourself. What do you expect? You've been to bed late. You haven't gotten down on your yoga mat enough. You haven't done these things. But instead of beating ourselves up about that and making that be a thing that we've done wrong, what we can do is go, well, you know what? I actually love myself enough today and every day to, just do it anyway, because I'm not perfect, even though I am perfect. And sometimes we just have to do it, even when it's a little bit of a struggle. So getting out of the house to get to a yoga class, or just unplugging the phone and going to bed, or whatever it is. I don't think we can wait for it to be easy. I don't think we can wait for ourselves to get it, because I don't think I've met anyone who's got it yet. Sometimes we just have to do it because we know it's good for us and because we know that we're worth it. And so my invitation to you is to see if you can approach your own self-care in that way, but be really careful that you don't turn it into a should, which sort of sounds contra to what I've just talked about. But, you know, a should is something that we do even though we don't want to do it. Could your self-care be you know, just a non-negotiable because you love yourself enough? You know, like it's a different, it's a completely different approach to do something because you feel worthy of it versus you're trying to be a better person. And you are a good enough person already. That I promise. And so, you know, how do you just be comfortable with giving yourself permission to feel and be worthy of all that love and all that care that you can give yourself? And, you know, just know that it's a practice. Know that none of us find it that easy to get all of these ducks lined up in a row. But just like we get to the bottom of that washing pile every now and then and we're like, yes, nailed it, we still are going to have to do more later. So I'd love to know what your approach is and what your things are that you do. And my hope too is that my little videos are going to help you to slot some more yoga into your world. And make it simple to do that from home, and hopefully add that to your self-care repertoire. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day at whatever point in time you're watching this. And if you've got questions, if you've got comments, I love to hear from you, and I will look forward to next time. Bye.